Welcome back everybody, Maverick here, and today we're playing Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance on the Xbox. Now I'm gonna let the intro play because it's a bit of a wild intro.
Mortal Kombat has always been, and always will be. For millennia, the forces of good and evil have been locked in eternal battle over the control of Earthrealm. Some seek to use the tournament to destroy all that is good. Others seek vengeance, power, or eternal life. Time after time, each individual threat has been vanquished, and Earthrealm has enjoyed relative peace for many years. But there is concern that Earth is once again in peril. And this time, the threat of evil has two faces. It is now known that the sorcerer Quan Chi has escaped from the Netherrealm. Since his escape, Quan Chi has unlocked the secret of the ancient runestone, discovered the ancient undefeatable army of the long-forgotten Dragon King, and most disturbing of all, formed an alliance with one of our deadliest enemies, Shang Tsung. With their combined strength, they plotted to overpower the only two beings who could prevent their total domination of the two realms. The first was the Emperor of Outworld, Shao Kahn. In a false show of allegiance, they sprung their attack. They then traveled to Earthrealm by way of a mystical portal known only to sorcerers and deities. There, they confronted Earth's mightiest warrior and champion of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang. It has been Shang Tsung's desire to consume the soul of Earthrealm's greatest warrior. With Quan Chi's assistance, he achieved this goal. Liu Kang is dead. They have since returned to Outworld and are using the souls of conquered warriors to resurrect the Dragon King's undefeatable army. Should they succeed, they will have the means to conquer Outworld and eventually Earthrealm. They will be unstoppable. I can no longer stand idly by and watch this evil consume the world. I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle against our old adversaries. We must act now. We must stop this deadly alliance.
Okay, so that's where Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance picks up. That's where it starts. Liu Kang is dead. Shao Kahn is dead. And Shang Tsung and Quan Chi are on the loose running around killing people. Now, here's the title screen, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and it's got these blades bordering a dragon logo. I think the blades are supposed to form a V like the Roman numeral 5, because technically this comes after Mortal Kombat 4/Gold, so it'd be the 5th Mortal Kombat. That's just my guess. Alright, what loading screen? I guess I waited too long.
Round one.
I am pressing start. Okay, press start. I don't want to get caught in that loop again. Alright, so you can load a profile on this game. So it makes you enter a code. I guess that's so if you have a brother or sister taking over to someone's house, you don't want them playing your profile. Look, it even like censors it. Anyways, there it is, Maverick. We're going to be doing arcade, but it also has Konquest, which it's a lame Konquest, but it's historically important because it paved the way for Mortal Kombat Deception's Konquest and on, which was a fantastic game. It's got the Krypt where you can unlock stuff. I think this is, yeah, the first example of a Krypt in Mortal Kombat. It almost becomes, I think it becomes a staple. Alright, options. game options. Now look, for a number of reasons I'm going to be playing this on Novice. No, it's not as hard as prior Mortal Kombat games. It's not Mortal Kombat 2. But the fighting mechanics are different. I can't, if I picked up any of the Mortal Kombats before this one, I knew the controls, I knew how to play, I knew how the special moves worked, I knew certain combos. That's just not the case with this one. Entirely different fighting mechanic, and I'm going to be playing with a character I'm not good with. I'm going to have some fun. So I'm going to play it on Novice. We'll see how difficult Novice can be at times as well. Rounds to win 2. Mini games, you got a couple mini games. Test your might and test your sight. Blood level, why would it be... Oh, why is that even an option? Should always be on max in my opinion. Alright, now let's go hit up arcade and watch this. It's gonna run us through this hallway. I like this flaming ball, by the way. Check that out. I don't know if that's a... Well, I don't actually know what that is. If that's like a ball of some molten steel that's on fire, or if that's some kind of liquid. Either way, we're gonna run down the hallway and go through that dragon logo. Check this out. That's cool. Alright, here's the character select screen. Yeah, half of them, the bottom 3 rows, are kind of like darkened out. Not totally blacked out, but darkened out. We'll unlock those at a later date in a different video. And do another playthrough with one of those hidden characters. For now, I'm just going to go through what we have. Shang Tsung. Now, he's obviously evil. It tells you he's a sorcerer. It says weight is 210 and height is 5'11". A 5'11", 210 guy is jacked. I mean, the fact that he's all muscle, 210 is big. Of course, I say that, and the next cat is Boraicho, who, although a disgrace, is a big fighter. And I say disgrace because he's like a drunken stupor, a fighter, unliked, heavily unliked by the fans. But I will say this. Now, full disclosure, I do not like Boraicho. I never play with him. But if you ran into a 5'10", 375-pound combatant in real life, good luck winning that fight. That's a big man, and the biggest men are always the strongest. Think about linemen in the NFL. Ridiculously strong, and that's Boraicho, I would imagine. Quan Chi, I never really imagined being 6'7", but it does tell you he's 6'7", 210, so I guess he's taller and leaner than Shang Tsung, his buddy in this Deadly Alliance. Sonya Blade, 5'9", 140. Respectable, muscular woman. She's looking good in this game. A Scorpion, alignment neutral. Ninja Spectre, 6'2", 210, another pretty jacked dude. I mean, you can see his arms. Oh, that's a jacked dude. He's muscular. Li Mei. This is probably one of my least favorite characters on this game. And I mean, it says status student. I mean, presumptively that's a student of the martial arts of some kind, but it doesn't tell you. Maybe she's a student of history or a student of mathematics. It just leaves a lot to be known about that. And then look, she's 5'11", good height, but she's only 120 pounds. Now, I'm not saying Li Mei's not a good fighter, or that a 120-pound, 5'11" female can't be a very talented athlete and fighter. But what I am saying is if you put a student who's only 120 pounds up against, I don't know, a 210-pound muscular sorcerer who's killed thousands, probably tens of thousands of people, she's gonna get ragdolled, okay? This is not a good setup for Li Mei. Alright, Kenshi. I don't know, he's a blind swordsman. And yeah, blind swordsmen can be dangerous, and if you're blind and you're swinging a sword around, you're gonna hurt people, so there's that. I never use this character. He's not one for me. Now, I say that. Li Mei, Kenshi, not my favorites. Well, here's my absolute least favorite in the game, Movado. I just don't get this character. He's a red dragon, evil guy like Kano, I guess, but he's got this long coat. He's got these weird, like, bungee cord things that he can use for, like, jumping around. I don't know. I feel like he's vampire-esque, and when you see him, when we fight him, if we fight him, you'll see what I mean. And so I get like this. When did this game come out? 2002. 2000s were a weird time where like teenagers were lusting over vampire-themed characters, and I think Movado is a product of that weird time. Johnny Cage, we all know Johnny Cage, 196, 6 foot. Kung Lao. I've never have been a fan of Kung Lao. I've always preferred Liu Kang. But one thing's for sure, I especially don't prefer Kung Lao if he doesn't have his razor hat. Where is it? Kung Lao without a hat. Imagine that. 175, 5'10". Kano. Oh, look, what is it? Status Red Dragon for Movado, but Mercenary for Kano. I thought Kano for sure is Red Dragon or Black Dragon. I forget the different types of dragons. But to leave him as Mercenary, a little bit of a slight to our 200-pound 5'10" friend Kano. Sub-Zero, I mean, Status Grandmaster. That's really, I don't know, putting a glaze on Sub-Zero to call him a Grandmaster, especially when you give him this costume with the overalls and the gray hair. Now, everyone says he has gray hair. Let me back up. Is it gray or is it frosted? Because if he gets even a little bit of moisture on that hair, I mean, it's going to freeze over, right? I don't know. Either way, whether it's gray hair or frosted hair, he still looks old. And it's still just an abysmal outfit. Alright, so now I said I'm going to play on Novice. I could beat probably medium, hard, and max. Well, I don't know about max, but medium and hard with Scorpion. He's got some awesome combos with his sword. You can see Ninja Sword is one of his fighting styles. But we're on Novice, and so I'm going to use Shang Tsung, which alleged boss character on this game. You know, he's not a boss character. He's just a regular dude. Well, regular amongst this character select screen. He's not broken in any way. Neither is Quan Chi. I don't have a ton of experience with him, so I am going to use him for fun, kind of get better with a new character that I'm not historically used to playing as. So here we go, Shang Tsung. Oh, and look, Li Mei on difficulty 5%. We really are going to ragdoll Li Mei, and that's okay, because she's a terrible character. Now, okay, so I'm in Snake. Look at that gritty stance that Shang Tsung has. Now, the good thing about playing on Novice is that the first fight, they're really not even going to attack me, so I can show you all these things. Crane, here's Crane. Got your feet up. It's more of a kicking style versus Snake is more of like a punching style, I think. And then we got our straight sword. And the thing about straight swords, you can just impale people with certain weapons. And it's not, no, it doesn't just take off the initial damage. Look at her health. It's going down. I don't have to hit her again. Her health is just going to keep going down. Yeah, you can style branch these combos. Like, check this out. Oh, shoot. Go into Crane from Snake during your combo. Yeah, Shang Tsung's got his classic fireballs. Oh. There it is. Now that second one that I did where the fireballs come out of both hands and kind of go around, it does twice as damage as the single fireball, and that makes sense, I guess, because it's 2 fireballs. Come here. Now, one thing I'd like to point out as well is that there are exactly 0 stage fatalities on this game, which is a bummer, because look to my right. Look at that lava. Oh, you could totally throw someone in that lava. But we're not going to be able to do that. Now, the fighting mechanics are different. One thing that I was just messing around with characters, and I found I like Shang Tsung because he can still sweep like that. And I'm so used to being able to do that. It's just a, I don't know, pretty standard Mortal Kombat move. Okay, you can switch to fatality mode, which is very nice because if you press up or punch, shoot, doesn't give you enough time in fatality mode. But fatality mode, what it does is it locks you in place. Any buttons you press is not going to have an effect. You can just insert the combination for the fatality. I'll get it next time, don't worry. None of the fatalities on this game are good, by the way, so what they've done is they've made it easier to do fatalities, and I think that was a trade-off. They knew the fatalities were bad. I'm just going to get in here and destroy Sonya real quick. Oh, shoot. Look at that. Look at that. aggressive. Oh, I forgot to show you all this. Look, you can steal their soul, and it doesn't just take their health, it gives it to you, so it replenishes. Oh, I'll do it again. Watch this. Look at that. And in fact, I'm gonna keep doing it. If you do it enough, oh shoot. If you do it enough, you'll get back to full health, and it'll actually say flawless victory no matter how many times you've been hit. Because I guess that's just a metric based on whether you have full health or not. Alright. I like this combo right here. Look at this. Keep him in the air with those kicks. 19% damage. But look at this. Look how much damage that does. He's also got a long range version of that. Where if you get really far away... Oh, she's not gonna let me. You can send it, yeah, like that. And then there's a closer one, so... Oh, look at that reach. Alright, here we go. Fatality... Now, I don't like the fatalities on this game. Each character only has one for starters. Look at that, Shang Tsung doing a wrestling move. Now the body's intact, but what are all these pebbles of flesh hanging around Sonya? I get it, he beat her and he steals her soul, but those spherical little pieces of flesh don't make sense. And every fatality has them. It's just like cheap and lazy programming, I think.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, okay. I said. Well, hey, Kung Lao's got his hat on his back at least. Look at him that. Now I said there's no stage fatalities, which is a total bummer because look, this stage is just aching for a stage fatality. It's an acid bath. It's called acid bath. 4 hits, 24% damage. That was impressive. Okay. But even if there's not a stage fatality, you can get... I'm trying to walk over here, dude. Well, you see that dude with like the orb stomach in the background with the green acid floating around in it? They will occasionally throw up, kind of like Moraicho. And if you get in it, I think it hurts you. It happens so frequently that it's hard to say what it actually does. But I do think it can hurt you if you get in it. But imagine uppercutting someone into this acid. Or punching them into the belly of one of those statues at the edge. Man, that would be pretty cool. And like the glass breaks open and the acid spills over their dead body and like eats off their skin. I think that would make for a great stage fatality. Alright, we can do this again. In fact, that's the only fatality. It's a bummer. There go the pebbles of flesh. And then we're going to do some kind of WWE or WCW, whichever one you prefer, wrestling move. I don't know. I can't get into that. 100 sapphire coins. That's for the Krypt. That's our currency for the Krypt. Alright, Lin Kuei Temple. Hey! It's Sub-Zero at his temple. Oh, but first we got to test your might. When you get the loading screen for the test your might, it means you're about to have one.
Test your might.
Alright, we got Oak. Easy. Now if you fail, sometimes the crowd will like shout funny obscenities at you, which I enjoy.
Round one.
Alright, here we go. Oh shoot, he's fast. I was gonna start off with my style branching combo. Here we go. Whew. Ah, he got me. I was just you could see the fire forming in my... Oh, that's a new move. He got me when I was like falling though, so... Missed. Now you can see him. I'm a little... Oh, get away from there. Oh. I'm a little bit rusty with Shang Tsung. You can sidestep things up. Sometimes my combos don't hit, and it's not a problem now. Like I can make up for it. But when you get into the higher difficulty opponents on the ladder, including on novice, you'll get your ass handed to you. And Sub-Zero is a pretty good character, actually. If you fight him on a harder difficulty or a higher part of the novice ladder, they'll give you some problems. Here, I don't foresee... No, they got me in the corner. There we go. Run up on him and do this. That's... Press R1 for that to happen. Each character has it. Sometimes they're different, sometimes they're similar. You're about to get impaled, dude. Yeah, there we go. Once you impale opponent, I mean, time is on your side. I couldn't stand to do the fatality and watch that crap again. 125 jade coins. Thank you. Alright, so we are going to get to see Movado. You can see what I mean by his, like, super baggy cape. Look at that crap, and it's red and black. I mean, don't tell me that's not vampire inspired. Now, I don't know what the stage fatality would be on this level, but it's ornate enough to have a stage fatality. You got a guy oaring us around. Look at that in the background. And there's spikes on their, I don't know, little wooden things that they're on. I mean, we could either hit someone on a spike or hit someone in the water, and maybe there's like, I don't know, like an animal in there that eats you. The possibilities are endless, is my point, and we just don't get a single stage fatality. Look at that. Look at the little bungee cord kick thing. I hate this character. You know what? We're going to disgrace him with a fatality if we beat him. I'll tell you that right now. Look, he keeps closing the distance on me, so I can't really use my fireballs. Look at that. Ooh, I do not want to lose to this guy. I just can't stand him. Yeah, have that. Hook swords. He's got a crappy weapon too. I'm not a fan of hook swords. Alright, now another important thing for fatality is you can be anywhere to perform it. Sweep, distance, close, far. There's none of that crap anymore. You just have to insert the fatality code and it's going to get done. Now again, I'm pretty sure they did that to make fatalities easier. Because, come on. If that were a hard fatality to perform, I might do it once to show y'all and then never do it again. I mean, it's not exactly pleasing or fun to watch. It is a fatality though, so... Okay, the drum arena. This is another level that should have probably had a stage fatality. There's these guys drumming, and I feel like you could throw... Let me find the guy. I think he's over here. But look at that big dude drumming back there. Oh, I do have to be careful. This is Scorpion. But imagine if I threw Scorpion on that drum and that guy just goes to town, banging on him with his drumsticks until Scorpion flies into pieces. You know, that would be cool. Okay, I do have to be wary of that spear. Maybe not on Novice, but I don't... Oh, he's got the ninja sword. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He pulls out a sword, and he's still got the two swords on his back. I think he should pull both swords out of his back. The short sword and the long sword. As it is, or, I mean, or get his spear thing out and be able to... Oh, there it is. Got the classic get over here. Now, Scorpion's a dangerous character. I mean, probably my best character playing with is Scorpion for sure. But if he doesn't close the distance, he's just going to get fireballed to death. Ooh, he blocked that. Oh, see, that's his R1 special. It's similar to mine. God, get out of here. He almost got me. Steal your soul the classic way right there. Now, these guys, the monks in the background, I'm pretty sure they're betting on us. They gotta be betting on that. Wuxi Academy against Kano. Shang Tsung and Kano are probably persona non gratas at the Wuxi Academy. Oh, it's a test your sight.
Test your sight.
Alright, difficulty 6. This could be a tough one. Alright, I'm gonna go silent as I focus. Can't blink. If you blink, it's over. Oh, shit, I blinked. I think... Oh, fuck. I think I got it. I think I got it. But man, there was a couple of spins in there. Whew, we got it. There was like 3 back-to-back-to-back really fast ones where I was like, I don't know. I'm tracking one, but is it the right one? It's a fun little mini game. Start off with a little style branch. Oh, Kano. Now, Kano's a guy who likes to fight in close, except for when he does that. Oh, turn around and get stuck. Okay, I need you to stop doing that. This is novice. You see what I mean? If you're not excellent with your character, you're gonna get rocked. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Not to say I'm excellent with Shang Tsung, but I mean on harder difficulties if you're not. Now, you see that statue holding up that thick rope? It's like a ship rope. I would love to see a stage fatality. Stage fatality, I'm stuck on it, I know. It's obviously a sore spot. But I would love to see a stage fatality where, like, you get your weapon out. Okay. Give me some of that health. You get your weapon out, like Shang Tsung's sword. Take that. And you cut that rope. And, like, the tension on it is so great. Okay, are you just gonna keep blocking this? The tension on it is so great that, like, the rope snaps and decapitates your opponent. Love to see that. So that reversal that he just... Oh, God. Wow, my health is down. I gotta focus. Focus up here. Laser. Oh, God. Alright, I gotta stop fixating on stage fatalities and start fixating on winning this round. Alright, come here, Kano. Playing this conservative. Come here. Come here. Trying to get him down so I can immediately start a combo. Jump back to create some space and shoot fireballs. If you can get a couple of these off while they're at a distance, you'll just destroy them. Oh, see, he's gonna close the distance with this. Come on. Oh, game over. Once you impale them and they got low health, all you gotta do is wait them out. It's too late. You know what? For all that trouble, we're gonna do a fatality on you. Now, this is a little bit confusing because Shang Tsung's using telekinetic powers to do this. It's kind of like an Ermac fatality more than a Shang Tsung fatality. And I can't say this game was rushed because between this game and Mortal Kombat Gold, I think it was 5 years. Or, yeah, almost 5 years, 1997 to 2002. I mean, double check me on that, but they had many years to work this out. Oh, okay, well, shoot. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this level could have a stage fatality. You see these pieces of wood flying up in the air? Gosh, Johnny Cage, get off of me. Into that portal. Just imagine like a stage fatality where you uppercut your opponent into the air and like 4 pieces of wood impale their body. Or take off a body part, you know? That would be so cool. I mean, one just went right by my head. I mean, it could at least be stage damage, if not a stage fatality. This is a cool stage though with that portal in the background. I do like it. Alright, you're gonna get impaled. Oh, take that, Johnny Cage. Now, this is novice and I am having a little bit of trouble here and there, but you should have seen me when I first started playing this. I mean, I was like Oh, I was like, I didn't hit him. What happened? Oh, what happened was he was impaled with my longsword. And he was losing health. But when I started this, I would like forget or not know how to change my fighting style and be stuck in my snake fighting style, trying to do these like weak punches. Oh shit, it's Moloch. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is the boss of the game. He's in the sub-boss position, but the dude does not mess around. Because the true bosses, quote, true bosses, are, oh shit. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi. And, well, shit. Now, the fireballs and stuff like that aren't your friend against Moloch. What are close-up combos and things like things like kicking them, like that, and then sweep. That's where you're gonna get all your damage done. Not with, oh shit. Come on, come on. Oh, I got lucky there. Oh, okay. He doesn't even fall down. He just, you know, howls at the moon like a wolf. He's got a little tail like a wolf too. Maybe he's part wolf. Oh, he's about to suck me in with his breath. Shit. Now this is novice, remember? Look, he's just going around destroying his lair. Guess I'm not entertaining enough to him. God. And what he'll do is he'll catch you in like follow-up hits if you're not careful. And he can take off like, I don't know, a third or more of your health real fast. Look at that. Shit, I might lose this round. Oh, he's taunting. Oh, I did not expect that at that short range. Come on, this is gonna be a close one. Oh, we did it. And for the first time, he falls down exhausted and defeated. Now that was novice, and well, I probably should have lost that second round. On easy, I tried easy with Shang Tsung, and I can get to Moloch. I can even beat him after like 5 tries. But it's not clean, it's not fun to watch. And I tried medium with Shang Tsung too, and I can get to Moloch, but I can't beat Moloch, so I got some practice to do. Alright, brick. Get our Onyx coins there. Shang Tsung doing a little celebration. Alright, now this is Shang Tsung. They're not... Okay. They're not always in the same order. Sometimes you'll fight Quan Chi first. God. And I wish I were fighting Quan Chi first, because he's actually the harder opponent, in my opinion. I'm trying to get this combo going. Now, broken record me, this would be a great stage for a stage fatality. Look at that big old cylinder of souls, and you can hear the souls flying overhead and see them little green, I don't know, silhouettes. Look at that, one just went by. I'll try to lure him over here so we can see them better. Look at those, yeah. Now imagine uppercutting your opponent into those, and those kind of rock them, and then swing them into that cylinder. Okay, if I can impale him, I'll win this round. Oh, shoot. Shoot! Nope, it's not gonna work. I'll switch to a little snake branch to crane combo. Oh, shoot. Now, he's real effective with his snake style. I mean, I prefer crane myself, but here he is kicking my ass. Shit. He's got that straight sword out. I mean, this is Shang Tsung's palace, and it's pretty sweet. The place is big. It's got those snakes. Oh, shit. Got those snakes on the staircase. Alright. You're getting impaled. There you go. Look at the scale of this place. I feel like the Pope could live here. I mean, a little too dark themed for the Pope, obviously. It's definitely got the size. Oh, shoot. He's got his sword out. But because he's impaled, we're getting like interest on our damage. Alright, there's Shang Tsung. Obviously not a crazy hard boss. I mean, Moloch was harder. Yeah, we might run through this. Maybe Novice was too easy. I mean, usually I die on Moloch once, Shang Tsung once, Quan Chi once or twice. But man, we're seeing some above par gameplay from... Not that impressive. I mean, shoot, we're on Novice. But still, you know, like I said, this isn't a game you can just pick up after years and be good at it. You kind of got to know what you're doing. Oh, shoot, come on, Quan Chi. You see, he's slippery, you know. He's gonna like walk around. Look at that. He just dodged 2 kicks, 3 kicks, and then reverses my. Okay, come here, stand up and take that. Give me some health, thank you. Oh man, he is good at catching my leg. I don't know if that's gonna work against him. Shit, he's impaled and he's beating my ass so hard that I'm not gonna win. Time is not on your... Oh shit. He knew exactly what he was doing. He's just toying with me. Now they say he's 6'7". Does it look 6'7"? I look taller than him here. Okay, now that power-up thing that he just did, it gets a boost to his damage, and he will continue to get a boost to his damage until I hit him. So it's imperative that you hit someone that's powered up. Gotcha. Shoot. I did not like those broads. See, he's got 2 swords. Why couldn't Scorpion have 2 swords? Oh, I hate to say it, but this could be a stage fatality. Going off the edge of this little fighting platform, and guess what? It could be a pit fatality. We have no idea what's under there, what's down there. Hit him, he powered up. Bunch of spikes is my headcanon. This would have been the pit fatality had there been one. I'm trying to keep my distance from this little bitch because he's just kicking my ass. Oh, shoot, power up. This dude does not need any help beating on me. He's doing just a fine job, normal. Come on. Oh, fatality on him. Definitely a fatality on him. Gosh, such a bad fatality, though. I'm going to have fun doing my top 10 fatalities on this game. I'm going to be very critical of them. Alright, you earn 500 ruby coins. Now on higher difficulties, you start off with higher coins. So if you want to... Oh, champion. Well, they look like they're shaking hands or something there. That ain't us. No, I just beat him to death. Then stole his soul. Whatever. If you want to rake up coins, rack up coins, you gotta play higher difficulties.
The Alliance was successful in reviving the mummified remains of the Dragon King's undefeatable army. Shang Tsung, however, began to realize that his relevance in the partnership had evaporated once his talents for soul transplantation were no longer needed. The balance of power within the Deadly Alliance had seemingly been undone. Fearing betrayal, he secretly instructed Kano to steal Quan Chi's amulet in an attempt to gain control of the army. Since part of the soul transfer spell included the command to obey he who possesses the amulet, the army would obey only Shang Tsung and not Quan Chi once the amulet was in his possession. Amulet in hand, Shang Tsung revealed
the Terracotta army,
Quan Chi,
with the Dragon King's army going after Quan Chi.
Destroy the sorcerer. Shang Tsung would succeed where others had failed. He would conquer the realms. He would conquer Earth.
Well, it's a success story. Shang Tsung is going to take over the world and other realms. Now, it's a little bit of a... Yeah, gosh. Let me preface this. I do like this game. I think it's a good Mortal Kombat game. I think it's fun. I think the reworked fighting styles gives it that depth that previous Mortal Kombats didn't have. But 1 fatality per character, no stage fatalities, and let's be honest, Mortal Kombat 4/Gold had these awesome video endings unique to each character. And here we're back to the 3 screenshots and a voice talking over them. I don't know. That seems like we're going backwards to me. I mean, it is going backwards. What happened? And I get it. This game's radical. Like, oh, you start off killing Liu Kang. But guess what? That's not original either. Because in Mortal Kombat 4/Gold, Tanya's ending results in Liu Kang getting killed by, you guessed it, Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. No, it's Quan Chi and Shinnok. But regardless, the idea of killing off Liu Kang is not a new one for anyone who's played Mortal Kombat 4/Gold. So, now that said, it is a good game. I wouldn't call it a great Mortal Kombat, but it is a good one. I do enjoy playing it. In fact, I'm going to play it more. I'm going to unlock the hidden characters, do another playthrough with a hidden character or two, possibly play another higher difficulty playthrough with Scorpion. Scorpion is a hell of a character on this game. Pun intended, I guess. And we got Kenshi? Yeah, that's his name. Doing a little kata here. And no matter who you beat the game with, you're going to get Kenshi at the end. It's a really weird, I don't know, weird choice by the developers. Like, why Kenshi? Why do I have to watch him do a kata? Isn't this a little long for a kata too? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of that character, so I'm not going to like this Kenshi display. Now you can skip this, which is nice. I think all you have to do is press A button. But you can see the amulet portal in the background. You can see the Dragon King's army, which resemble the Terracotta Warriors in China, which I do think is a cool cultural reference. I mean, the design of this game is top notch, right? You got the stages, which are beautiful. I mean, even if they are wasted with no stage fatalities, they are beautiful. The character designs are great, except for Sub-Zero, Li Mei, Mavado, and Boraicho. Okay, let me rephrase that. Half of the character designs are great. And the music's good. If you get the chance, go back and listen to the music on the character select screen. One of the best songs of any character select screen. Now that said, Mortal Kombat 4/Gold had a better character select screen music. Heck, maybe I just like Mortal Kombat 4/Gold better than this. No, that's up for debate. Okay, that's my playthrough of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance with Shang Tsung on Novice. We didn't die once, so I'm now thinking maybe I should have played it on Easy, but of course if I had done that, we would have died a ton of times. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.